Hello, Narnach here. Welcome back to Path of Exile. This is the Talisman League and we are now entering cruel difficulty. It is a cruel, cruel world indeed. Well, we start at the Twilight Strand with a hungry corpse. So, monster levels are level 40, I'm 42. So I should be able to handle this. Also did a quick check on monster level progression and it turns out that monsters on cruel difficulty don't advance their levels as fast as they did on normal. I mean, for comparison's sake, normal went from level 1 all the way to level 40. Hence, I'm level 40 now, same level as the last area on normal. By Act 4 of cruel difficulty, the monsters will be level 57. So it's only 17 extra levels on top. I think I had a plan. Yes, I had a plan, and the plan was to go for this one to get some chaos resistances. So the thing is, on cruel difficulty you get a negative 20 to all your resistances. So I actually take 20% extra damage from chaos rather than just the plain chaos damage. And I also need to bump my resistances on my items by a little bit. But I think that should not be too much of an issue once I start finding some better items. So cruel difficulty, it's if you just look purely at the levels, it seems like things don't get that much more difficult compared to normal. On the other hand, I think certain mob enchantments, the rares, they can now have more scary enchantments, and their level, their damage and health goes up exponentially rather than linearly. So it's not like a monster at level 40 is twice as strong as a level 20. No, it might be more like that a monster at level 40 is maybe twice as strong as a monster at level 30 or 32. But likewise, a monster at level 50 is going to be more than twice as strong as a monster at level 40. So there's a more aggressive ramping up of difficulties, what I'm trying to say. So levels won't increase as much, but each level will have more meaning, and the further I get, the more meaning the levels will actually get. Also, rewards will be slightly different. Less skills and more just items. Let's see, these are level 4 rings. So what's my lowest resistance? That might be a better way to look at it. So currently cold is my lowest. And Merveil is coming up, so let's pick the cold ring as my my reward, since they all have 27%. So let's see, identify it. And it's got a whole lot of nothing. Intelligence, okay, sure. Accuracy, don't care. Life regen, sure. And extra rarity. There's nothing wrong with it. It's the accuracy is a bit wasted since I don't use accuracy for anything because I got spells. On the other hand, it's only 27 points of resistance, and this one has 32 plus 19 is 51. This one 26 plus 16 makes for 42. So if I can get 15% on top here from a mastercraft, for example, it's already better than this one. I will lose a little bit of mana, sure, but resistance-wise I will actually be better off. So it does have some potential. So for now, let's store it in the stash, and I'll sort it out in between episodes. So for now, let's move on towards the Tidal Island and see what we get from that one on cruel difficulty. Also, kill all the zombies because we can. Hey, doggies. Normally they don't show up until further areas. I think that's also one of the things on the higher difficulty. Monsters from adjacent areas will start spreading. So you will see these flame hellions from future areas here. Just like these zombies might show up further than they normally would. Or something in that theme. Might even start seeing Roas already before you would expect them to. So, hello there, skeletons. Again, I think these skeletons are guest monsters from adjacent areas. Normally you see a lot of bandits here, rather than skeletons as ranged attackers. Let's see, wooded carving. Something is scary. Break rib talisman. So. Okay, let's pick it up. Why did I pick these up? Because they're outlined. Because they are 4 links. Well, sure. Consider them. Might not actually do something with them. But why is there a green thing? Because there's a second talisman monster. Nice. So that affects me with temporal change and burning ground. Let's pick this up. So there's 2 auras that are just floating about, which is potentially pretty dangerous. So normally I stop playing after I finish normal difficulty. So once I defeat Malachi, that's the end of a series for me, and I move on with basically a new series. I always have plans for other characters that I want to try. But in this case, I'm really enjoying this build. And well, it's in the middle of winter break, so I actually have a lot of extra time. Well, a lot. I'm trying to record more series at once as well, so a lot of time is still a relative thing. But it's pretty sustainable now to just record 2 episodes every day, and that way I can make a lot of progress during the course of 1 month. And I'm curious to see what the rest of the game offers in terms of difficulty, especially since so far this build has turned out to be pretty darn powerful. I really want to see what the limits are. Oh, is it that suddenly I run into a brick wall, metaphorically speaking, when I reach higher difficulties? Or will I still be able to just slowly push on and not really worry about anything? And if so, will that carry all the way through to merciless difficulty? So that's some of my my motivation for changing my usual plans. And also it is nice to actually get a character to a higher level than 42 or something wherever I usually get stuck. I'm at 43 already. And I think I've gotten good enough at leveling through normal. You know, I know all the bosses, I know all their tricks, their strengths, their weaknesses. I still get, though, when I play with a character that I'm not overly familiar with, so like for example here, it's new skills, it's a caster. I don't play a lot of pure casters. I tend to play either really tanky characters or I play summoners, but never really proper casters. So this is a bit of a new experience for me. Track permits, that's level 44 area item. That's also worth keeping an eye out for. Okay, let's go on. So I figured it's time to just push on into the game and see what else the game has to offer. And that was a first card. Hallowed Life Flask. That's also a new one. So the fact that it restores 1900 health, almost 2000 health actually, it's probably an indication I should get my health up. Hey there, Haku. Hakuna Matata. But first, kill those. Okay, so see 1990. That's almost 2000. That's pretty darn nice. Well, I'll want to. Oh, I can actually upgrade it already, and it removes freeze and chill. Okay, this one is bleeding, this one is elemental resistances. So let's boost that one, then we have a boost for that, and then we can move on. Hello there.
Hurry.
Oh, hurry, okay, that's oh, also side area, level 42, not 40, it's 42. That's something that bears paying attention to. Ah, I think I remember one of the tips, the game tips saying something about that at higher difficulties, side areas, or at least optional side areas, will be more difficult. Oh, and this was the one with the false statues. Also, I lost my chaos golem somewhere. Let's kill them. There's no time limit yet, so it might be on the way back. So I probably want to be slightly careful here. Okay, there's a door. Ooh. Interesting thing about the vulnerability, because it is applied via blasphemy. The duration is actually as long as blasphemy sticks. It really wears off quickly. I mean, the curse lasts for almost 20 seconds. But here, it gets affected, I run away, and it drops off within 2 seconds. So I'm wondering if that reduction is just, no, like that it reduced to 10% or something of the original, without being stated anywhere. Or if that's just the normal time that an aura takes to wear off and there is no way to affect how sticky a curse is, so to say. Okay, that seems like we found the exit, so there is going to be a boss here. Ooh, Tyrannosaurus, they tend to hurt. This is a level 43 area with, ooh, fun. Raging spirits. Excellent, let's resummon the chaos golem. Boka! Also, you, here, have a... You guys, die. Ah, it's so nice that I can actually do something against raging spirits. Most builds have issues with it. Ooh, minion explosion. Or something. Karui spirit. Okay, and now we are on a time limit to get back. Which is fine with me, I can deal with that. I've already cleared everything on the way back, and this is not a spirit that resurrects enemies. And if the enemy is not resurrected, we are good. A little bit of fire damage never really hurt anyone. No, worst case, you get out a little crispier than you went in. That's okay. A bit like sunbathing, but more intense. Hello there, Gravelly, the corrupted bloodline. Okay. That didn't seem to do a lot. Apparently that's a good thing. Okay. Good. And that's a full circle. So I could use a time portal. Might as well just go through here. And then we run through the waypoint. Okay, so impressions so far. More talismans might be lucky rolls, or it really might be that there are just more talisman drops here. Also, we are getting colossal hybrids. That's actually an interesting amount of life and mana. Hallowed life and hallowed mana. Again, 300 mana over 7 seconds. So I wonder if this is intentionally meant as something that just runs for a very long time. Because it's not bigger. Usually bigger is better, but in this case maybe I'm just misunderstanding why you would want this. Because it runs for 7 seconds, so that also means that the bonuses apply for 7 seconds. And 40 mana per second, which is roughly what it generates, might be enough to just keep casting your spells. Well, I would usually go for Quicksilver Flask, but I already got one. So I'm gonna go for another Hallowed Life and see what we get out of it. Let's see, recharge 3 charges when you take a critical hit and increase the stun recovery during flask effect. Not terribly impressive. Hello there, Bristol. So, let's do some selling. This is my native type. Identify all the resist rings. So, 28% cold resist, a whole bunch of evasion and energy shield. Actually, this is quite a boost. Higher block chance. It only has 5 enchantments, so I can put a 6th one on. It has 1 cold resistance enchantment, so I can't boost that. It has the 13% increased evasion and energy shield bonus, so I can't boost that. But I can add 45 to 55 life on top, which seems like a pretty nice idea to do actually. Because I checked the spell bonus I get from my current shield. It's 16%, but the impact on damage is less than 7% in damage. Actually, let's have a check. The damage over time, 1118.8. So let's say that's 1120. If we equip this one, wait, we're in a cell window. Let's open this. If we equip this one, oh wait, I was gonna check essence drain. It's 1175 roughly. So we lose 45 points of damage. We're on over 1000, so that's 4.5%. It's even less than 4.5%. So it doesn't really matter that much. So there is potential in this one to upgrade it. So again, I'm just gonna put it in the stash and I'll deal with it later. Let's see, this is just a ring, but it has already a decent mod. Let's see if we can, 7 to all resistances. That makes this one very, very good. Again, it goes in the stash for a later evaluation. This one is not good enough. A whole bunch of new amulets. Mandible, which we don't have yet. The one with a hole in it, we don't have one of those yet. It's another one of these. And that's it. Also a first card. For now, let's just keep these in here. Let's do something with these later. All the things. Do something with all the things. Ambush mitts. Let's do something with those as well. Dex life. Okay, those are not good. These have potential. You know what? Sell all the things. And then we move on. So we had a waypoint, we can grab that one. Let's see if we can clear the next area. Let's see, there are more doggies here. Only 3 more zombies. So it seems like most of the monsters now have enough life that Contagion will not actually outright kill them. I need Essence Drain as a catalyst. Or as an accelerant, so to say, to kill them. And it still goes very quickly otherwise. Drifting ice. I don't think you see them very often. Once again, they just came wandering over out of the caves. Let's see, 3 packs of monsters, extra pack of magic monsters, 2 magic items, 3 rares, and most items have an additional socket. That extra socket is very valuable. Okay, so 3 of the traps, we open up this one and then we get the heck out of there. And we let them deal with their own issues. Okay, light up the fuse. And suddenly things are very much better. Jasper Chopper, it's a Sicklink. Okay. Compound bow, it's a large enough item. So, hello, mana, battle plate, don't care about them actually. So I made some adjustments to my item highlighting script. The link to my my item filter is in the description if you are curious about it. And it's the one I use in my series, and I will keep changing it over time as I progress with my series. So in this case, I decided that I'm far enough into the game that if I want to pick up rares, I only want to pick up efficient rares. So in this case, bow. I'm not using bows, but this one is 4 high and 2 wide. So this takes up 8 slots. And if I sell it, I'm gonna get 8 alteration shards usually. This one, for example, is 2 wide, 3 high. So this is more efficient since I can stuff another item underneath it. So I'm starting to fade out items that are less relevant. I'm still showing them, but I'm slowly fading them so they don't take as much attention. And later on I might even just completely start hiding them with the exception of things that I actually use for my build. So there's a boss in here that needs to die. And once he dies, everybody dies. Life is so good. I've also made some adjustments to the currency items that drop to put a bit more attention on the items that are slightly more rare. So if something pops up that doesn't drop that often, it will now be highlighted in either orange or red depending on how rare it is. And that's gonna be a visual cue for me that it's not just any currency item, but actually a special currency item. A chronophage, a time eater. Oh yeah, lone antler, which has the lightning storm thing around it. Rowanest, Haliotis glyph. So apparently there's an achievement to kill a monster that is a unique monster that is carrying a totem. So I might just do that by dropping a totem on the floor when the guaranteed unique guy of this area is showing his face. Because one of these super roas will show. And then of course they will need to die. So you will die. These look blue, yes. Another one of these. Ammonite cliff. Okay, one here, one there, then there's probably one up there. Yes. Ooh, Rawas. Kill all the Rawas. Oh, that's my dog, my wolf. Superior Glacial Cascades. It's 5%. Oh, that's extra damage. If I decide I want to make a Glacial Cascade character, I now have one with a little bit of quality on it. Okay, that's all 3. So, optional side area to the vetted pool. I'm just gonna skip that one for now. No, optional side areas like that I just tend to just do on my own. Not when I'm recording. Maybe as a warm-up or something. It's always nice to just do something like that, clear an area as a warm-up before playing. Especially if it's slightly lower difficulty than what I'm gonna play. So that way I'm playing in a relatively safe environment. Getting in the mood, getting a feel for skills and combos and such without actually risking my character. Because it would be kind of bad if I lose my character during a warm-up. Which is also why I tend to combine it with a sound check and I have the recording rolling anyway. But the general idea still applies. Okay, I think we need to move over further this way for the exit. Also, where is your boss? Who's back Bloom, where are you? Ah, there. Right. So, here, I have a lone antler. Got your sword. Okay, so you have an antler. And you are dead. So either game really didn't appreciate me doing this, or I already did it. Let's see, double check where is the achievement for that. Use talismans at stone circle, so I've got 5 magic ones. I still need to combine 5 normal ones at some point, which is probably what I'm gonna do next. Just skip all the blues, just go for a white one, just to up it and get the achievement. Claim these talismans. So I still need to get a couple more. Kill bosses with talismans. So I killed the Great Web Mother. Ah, so these are the ones that actually spawn with. So these are tier 3 ones, I think. So they just spawn with it. Ah, that makes it more easy. Kill exiles with the talismans. Kill each of the following rogue exiles while they bear talismans. Ah, okay, so anytime a rogue exile shows up, I should just throw down a talisman so they can pick it up. And I can kill them for the achievement. Bit gamey, but... Oh, anything for achievements, right? Especially this season, because as the thing at the top said, you will receive a piece of Rigwald's armor set for every 7 challenges you complete. So currently I have a grand total of 1, which is kill all the bosses on normal. So I need to get 6 more to get 1 more armor piece. And I need to get, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. I need to get 28 achievements for all 4 armor pieces. So I'm highly incentivized to actually complete achievements this season, just to get the MTX for that. Let's see, Tarkly, what are you gonna give me? Boots. Well, that actually doesn't sound as bad. Evasion rating, energy shield. Yes, let's pick some trucker boots. Alright, so what does the bootsy get me? Bonus. In terms of stats, it's not an achievement. Then again, I can mastercraft this to make it better. No, there's already a built-in mod. No, this is strictly worse than what I got. Downside of having pretty good gear to begin with, it's hard to find upgrades. So... Well, next episode, Flooded Depths, we get to kill a Uber crustacean and then onwards to the ledge. Maybe with a bit of luck we might make it to the prison or to Brutus himself. We'll have to see about that. But anyway, I thank you very much for watching and hope to see you again next time. Bye bye.